today we've got Bill and Robin, and they just closed on their house, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And you guys have a unique situation because you're living in Texas,
Yes.
and you had your house there sold, and we're looking to move here. And tell them a little bit about how your experience was as far as buying a home when you are not in the state.
Well, it was interesting because a lot of anxiety, 1,200 miles away, and especially you, Lisa, has made it so comfortable because as I got more nervous and anxiety filled, you're able to calm me down in particular because being so far away, you just can't jump in the car and check something out. Hey, why don't you go check this house? But you brought offers to us, which were really nice, gave us a lot of opportunity, and I think the main thing is with you really pushed to try to detail out exactly what we're looking for. Because at first you think you're looking for everything, and then you have to whittle it down.
And your criteria changed throughout this process.
It did.
And then we were able to do Zoom calls for you to save you money on flights. And that way you could walk through the house, see things like closets, and open them up.
As those Zoom calls really gave us an idea. You're opening cupboards and doing things that you were just an extension of us.
In your eye, to say to your camera guy, hey, zoom in on that area right there, which we may not have looked at because, it's all about the pretty.
Right.
And you were really good about pointing out some things that we may not have noticed. And it doesn't necessarily mean it would have came out bad in the inspection, but you wanted us to be aware that this is going to need a little attention. We really like that about your style, how you do things.
Yeah, because you're very upfront.
Yes,
and I think by that you're very patient with us, which was nice, but you're able to finally get to where all the commonalities, so you could focus on exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, well, and a Zoom call is different because when you're physically walking through the property, you see everything. But with a Zoom call, it's very important to actually have the camera go onto all of those different spots that may or may not be issues, so you can see. Because we actually gave you two options. It was do the Zoom calls to first see, or do you want to fly out here and only be able to write offers on the houses that you're able to see while you're here.
Right.
And so I'm glad we started with that Zoom call because we were able to weed through some of the homes, the first offer, and then we did the inspection and found it didn't work. I'm really glad you guys extended your stay here so that we got you inside, because that's literally when that criteria changed.
Right.
That's right, and it evolved.
Yes.
Because we started looking at what we'd like versus the reality of the situation. And then, of course, you were very calming and said, I'm guaranteed to get you a home. And you did.
We never expected to have a formal dining room just because the homes we were looking at did not have them, or
Well, and that's a change. The area you were looking in, I was like, you're not going to be able to find the home that meets all of those needs. So why don't we open up that search criteria? And I'm so glad
from
we
the
did.
beginning you said that, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I. And it was helpful to even when I decided that, looking at some of the older colonials, I realized I don't like the stairs. Take that off the table, I think, because we're only getting older.
That was another big decision because we were looking at colonials and then realized, what, it's got to be a ranch. So I'm really glad I knew right where to send you guys. I said, in this neighborhood, we're going to have ranches. There's going to be a little bit of acreage and space, so you're not looking in your neighbor's window. And we'll be able to check off all of those boxes.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Thinking this is what we wanted to do, but then to have half acre, and it's just so quiet and peaceful that it really is going to be the ultimate place for us when I retire.
Well, I'm so glad we found your forever home.
Yes, me too.
And that you guys are moving back to Michigan.
I know, that's really exciting for us.
22 years.
For our family is so excited to have us back.
You guys trusted me in helping you find a home, especially since you guys weren't even in the States.
Right.
So.
And we picked you out of Bill got your name from the Chamber of Commerce, I think it was.
Because we don't know from any references. So
all of our family have lived in their homes for 30 plus years, so nobody's moved.
Nobody knows anything. So it was right. It was meant to be. This house, third time's a charm. You were meant to be, and it just worked out.
And so you were a really, calming factor for Bill.
Yes.
Well, I love the Royal Oak Chamber. I mean, they are just such a great wealth of business owners. So if you ever need any kind of services, it's a great place to turn to.
Yep. So thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Thank you.